Welcome back to the workshop and my Basement 3 printing business. I am fully back in the swing of things. I've got all of my orders printed and ready to go for shipping. Today we're going to pack some of this stuff and I'll walk you through kind of how Black Friday and Cyber Monday went and then answer a couple of the questions that I've seen floating around in the comments section. Let's get started. As we talked about before, this is my first year Black Friday, Cyber Monday kind of deal with the 3D print business. And I really didn't know what to expect. I think I mentioned in maybe the first video, but this summer I went on vacation and I took some time off, but I didn't stop the shop. I didn't go in vacation mode. What I did is delisted some products. And I think that severely hurt my SEO. So I'm really trying to fight back to get to 2 sales a day. And just in the last 14 or 7 days, I've had 14 sales. That includes Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So really nothing like extraordinary, but it is a lift from what I have seen in the last like 2 months or so. That is a plus. I got a few orders for some tape dispensers, got some orders for my brackets, my DeWalt brackets, and I actually did a bunch of prep ahead of time just in case, because I know these will sell eventually, and got those printed out. And then also had a bunch of coffee hoppers. These are 2 different sizes. I've got the small 30-gram size and the large 60-gram size. So I'm going to go ahead and get some labels and boxes put together. I did a little bit of organization. Let me show you this. Took some of those bins and got stuff printed out for like my Ode Hopper stickers, some of my Ryobi, the DeWalt inserts, and this is now even set up better to make my process a little bit easier down the road, save myself some time. Today, I want to answer a couple questions that I've seen floating around in the comments sections. First off is, I see some hesitation from people on the business side. And again, I think it's interesting that you guys are so curious and you're asking me these things, but I'm really not that much further down the road than you. If this is something that you're interested in doing, really, the first step is just to start working at it, right? So it's finding yourself a 3D modeling software, practicing, getting your first 3D printer and understanding how that system works. But pretty much everything you can do to start a business like this just means you have to do it, right? The experience that you'll get from practicing, whether it's products that you end up putting on your shop or not, are all things that make you better at what you do. So that way you can, eventually start a business, whether it's in 3D printing or something else. The second thing I want to talk about is my 3D modeling process. I had a couple people asking about seeing more of the actual modeling itself. And while I'll try to weave that into my future videos, the modeling and the software you use is actually kind of the most boring part. I really don't want to be a tutorial person online walking through how to use the software. But when it comes to good design, the constraints that you put on yourself really inform how the product is going to turn out, more so than the product you use or how many layers or the exact process of modeling that in the software. But at the end of the day, for both of my suggestions, just get started and see where things take you. All right, orders are packed and ready to go to the post office tomorrow morning. If there's anything that you guys are interested in seeing on these videos or questions you have about the business, please drop that in the comments. I'm trying to make these more, not to do like a Q&A session, but when I'm doing stuff, whether it's the time lapses or packing orders, can fill you in on some stuff. Moving forward, I've got a few things. Really, goal is still to hit 365 sales by the end of the year. I'm not on pace to do that, but don't want to give up hope. I'm still going to plug away and continue to make some products, get those out on the Etsy shop. And then moving into 2025, it's really going to be, what's the strategy going into next year? I know a new website is part of that. And continuing to do these videos. So thanks again for stopping by. This is a shorter one, but I'll see you in a few days.